Hello there, Famiri. How you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. And you know by the title that today we're gonna talk about low porosity hair tips. And if you're like, porosity? What the heck is porosity? Don't worry, I'm going to talk about the basics about hair porosity, how to know if you have low or high porosity hair, and then I'm going to go into low porosity hair hacks. If you want me to do a similar video for high porosity, also let me know, but let's just get into it. If you're new to my channel, what can I say? Don't be a stranger. Welcome. Smash that subscribe button and you become part of the Famiri. What is the Famiri? It is Surinamese for family. So you become part of this, YouTube family, and we're gonna have a really great time together. Yes? So smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell if you're really loyal, like really gangster. Okay? Let's get into the video. So a quick disclaimer for this video, I'm going to try to explain stuff like hair porosity in a very simplified way. So if you see that scientifically, some stuff that I'm saying is not really like, oh, that's not exactly how it goes. It's okay. I'm trying to simplify it for people, okay? So, in a simplified way, what is hair porosity? Your hair porosity actually determines how easily your hair absorbs water and lets it out. For instance, if you have high porosity hair, your hair is very porous, meaning that it can easily absorb water, but also it can let water that is in the hair out very easily. And low porosity hair, it doesn't absorb water very easily, but when it's in there, it's in there. So in this video, when we're kind of looking at porosity, we kind of need to look at what does a hair strand look like. So once again, very simplified, a hair strand has cuticles, right? And what I really want you to focus on is not everything else. I want you to focus on the cuticles. And to understand how porosity works, I need you to think of a cuticle sort of as doors that open and shut. And when the doors are open, moisture, water can come into the hair strand, but it can also go out. And when the doors are shut, all of the water in the hair strand stays in the hair strand. It does evaporate, of course, but not as easily. But also, when the doors are shut, no other moisture from the environment comes in. So, with low porosity hair, the issue is that the doors are shut tightly. So, to get water in there, that is the key. That is our focus, because when that water is in the low porosity hair strand, we are good. It's not going to evaporate very easily. So hopefully now you understand what hair porosity is, what the difference is between high porosity and low porosity. So in a nutshell, low porosity hair does not absorb water very easily, but it holds on to it tightly once it is in the hair strand. And high porosity hair, whoa, that baby will take up moisture like nobody's business, but to hold on to the moisture, that's the key. So, but we're moving on to low porosity hair tips right now. Okay, so the first thing that I want to say, I actually have low porosity hair, but for years I thought I had high porosity hair. Because at one point in my life, I actually did have high porosity hair. That's because I colored my hair. So I want you to remember that someone's hair porosity can change over time. As your hair ages, as it gets more damaged, maybe by heat, maybe by weather, by manipulation, and as it is chemically treated, the hair can become more porous. But if you have damaged hair and you grow it out for years to a very healthy state, your porosity will probably have changed. So be mindful of that. Now that you know that, how do you know when you have low porosity hair? The first thing that I would say is kind of controversial. Most people will say do a strand test. A strand test is when you take a piece of shed hair and you place it in a cup of water, and then you watch how fast it sinks. If it sinks under 5 minutes, then you have high porosity hair. If it's still floating after 2 hours, then it's low porosity hair. Now, some people say that this is junk science, and I can understand why. But I still did the strand test, and it did help me out to just get started about thinking about my hair porosity. So I have some few tips to kind of make the test a little bit more accurate. It's not going to be 100% accurate, but a little bit more accurate. And my tips would be: prep the hair before you do it. Wash the shed hair with clarifying shampoo, maybe the day before, and let it dry completely. And second of all, the water that you put it in, don't let it be too hot or too cold. Let it be lukewarm, just at room temperature. So those are my tips on the strand test. It is not 100% accurate, but I will say that if you're a beginner, it did help me along, honestly. So that's one way to figure out your hair porosity. Another way is to just observe your hair. When you're standing under the shower to wash your hair, how much time does it take for your hair to fully be drenched, to really absorb water? For low porosity hair, it can even take up to 5 minutes before your hair is totally drenched. And also, what happens when you just let the water run on your hair? Do you see little water beads on your hair as if your hair is repelling the water? That could mean two things. Either you have serious product buildup, that could be one, or you have low porosity hair. But if you know that you've just recently clarified your hair, that your hair doesn't have a serious buildup, you probably have low porosity hair. Yes? Okay, so now that you know that you have low porosity hair, I want to share my tips with you. If this video is going to be too long, I'm probably going to cut it in two, or I'm just going to leave it for like a long video, but whatever. So yeah, these are my tips for low porosity hair. Okay, so as you can see, I've decided to cut the video in two. So next Sunday is going to be part 2 of the low porosity tip. You actually hear my tips. I wanted to take this time just to say thank you. If you haven't noticed, we've hit 10K. The Famiri has hit 10K. This is not a drill, people. I just wanted to say thank you. I am so happy and thankful for the love and support that you guys have shown me in the last few years that I've been here. I'm super grateful. And since we're a family, we're a family, this is our win, right? This is our celebration. So I wanted to do something fun here as well. So I'm thinking of doing a giveaway, but I'm not really sure. Leave a comment, and in the comment also let me know from which country are you, because I think I can figure out how to send packages to America and somewhere in Europe, but like other countries, I'm not sure, and I don't want to exclude people. So just let me know in which country you are. I think the majority is going to be America, so we can probably swing that. So I want to do a giveaway. Also, I want to do a celebratory... What is the English word for this? A celebratory video? Is that the English word? Anyway, I want to do a celebratory video on the 10K, which can be anything you want. It can be a live, it could be a mukbang, it could be any idea that you would want to place in the comments. So let me know that as well. I was thinking about a fun video that I've been seeing floating around as well, giving you control of my wash day. So that would be the video that I have seen is my Instagram followers control my wash day. So besides the celebratory video, I'm definitely gonna do that. And if you want to take control of my hair and you want to control my wash day, follow me on Instagram. I'll put the handle right here. It's at MinervaJoy13. Follow me on Instagram, and I think this weekend I'm gonna put the polls up in my story. So turn on the story notifications on Instagram. Yeah, we'll do that. Let me know what type of celebratory video you would want to see. Let me know in which country you live. And also, you know, all of your questions on low porosity and stuff like that. Anyway, I didn't want to talk too much. I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful day, you wonderful human being. Part 2 of the low porosity is coming Sunday, but you don't have to wait till then. Boom. Y'all know how this goes. I'll place a new video for you right here. Hey, hey. Bye. That was weird. I was like, bye. Anyway, bye.